As we head now to Damongo, we're told there's a situation there. And Isaac Nonya is joining us live from Damongo to give us updates. Isaac, what exactly is happening? I'm told you have a situation at hand.
Happening is that an hour ago, some youth purported to be coming from the NDC find their way into the Coalition Center for the third time. And this time around, they overpowered the police and entered and vandalized every material regarding the 2024 election, both presidential and parliamentary. All the computer, the PC, the document, everything torn. You know, the Coalition Center happened to be the district magistrate court for West Gonja. And it has not been operating for almost 10 years now. So it has become a very nice place for the coalition. That's what it was used for the last election and then this one. They went beyond the Coalition Center and vandalized every other office of the building. Behind this, they went and set fire on the store room of the EC. Every material inside the store room has been burned down. And those who have other personnel belonging like motorbike, I can see behind me one motorbike, new one, also set ablaze. So let me state that the second one that they came last night, and then the military came in support with the police. They were able to control them, and they withdrew. This morning, when they came, they didn't know the military was around. Then when they appeared, the military came on, and then they withdrew again. But the military were told to go away. Let's play this declared. The military were told that they were not invited. So when they were not invited, they should go away. They left. This time around, the youth, knowing that the military were not there, they decided to come full force, push away the police, took over the building. With all those who were in the car, it was only God who brought us out safe. They destroyed all the computers. Everything inside it, they couldn't salvage a single thing. That means the results for 2024, the parliamentary and presidential is gone.
Are you kidding?
It's gone, unless they have something with at the regional level. Everything within the municipal, both store and Coalition Center, destroyed. The office set ablaze, and then the Coalition Center, every material destroyed. Laptop, computer, everything. Now, there were about 4 ballot boxes that were yet to be counted, both presidential and parliamentary, from Ladbanga and other areas. They made sure they opened the box, destroy everything, and then that is it.
Who are they? Who are these persons, and what led to this level of anger?
Yes, you can say these are NDC youth. When they came, they demanded that the EC first declare that of the parliamentary before the presidential. The ACT said they were working on the presidential, then they will come to parliamentary. This had been the demand since yesterday. So EC finally agreed that, look, Regional Secretary of NDC and your people come. We'll go with the parliamentary, then we'll come to the presidential. That was where they were about to start, and the youth marched in. And then nobody was spared. Not a single human being was spared before they vandalized all the material, destroyed everything. And behind everybody, the storeroom of the EC was also on fire. That is it. There has not been a single arrest. Another thing is that they also blocked the road, preventing the fire service from coming to salvage anything that could help the Electoral Commission. Everything has been banned, including the building, before fire service came in.
And you say since then there's not been a single arrest?
There has not been a single arrest. So as we speak, I had a chance of listening to an officer who then called the IGP, who said, okay, now the military can come. They can come at the time that they can salvage nothing. Everything will be destroyed. That means they're coming in at the wrong hour. Why were they asked to withdraw? So when the military were there and saw it, they decided not to come because they were asked not to come. They waited till the IGP gave the order, then they came in. They are here at the moment, but everything is destroyed.
Well, so everything is destroyed, like you said, including electoral materials, amongst others. Have we heard from the EC officials, for instance, you mentioned that you all had to flee, but have they been able to tell us whether indeed we have the 2024 results in that building that got burnt?
We are yet to have in contact with either both municipal and regional directors of EC. Until then, we think that what we saw here were lay eyes. Everything is gone.
But how about the candidates in this particular election? That's Damongo. You were mentioning that they were insisting they declare the parliamentary results. Was that done? And have we heard from the candidates themselves on this particular action?
I was here somewhere 6 p.m. last night. Up to now, I will speak. None of them has appeared here. The police were making a proposal that they should invite them. They should have invited them yesterday to come and make commitment and talk to people, the supporters who were here. But that was not done. I will speak. We are yet to see any of them come closer here, both Coalition Center or the EC office, to pass the comment or to see what has happened here.
But was the declaration done before then? Because you mentioned earlier that they were demanding that that declaration was done and the EC gave in. Did that happen?
It was that demand that the EC was working on. They just sat down, right? We went in to also glance through to know what they were doing. They agreed that, yes, we are working on the parliamentary. So they were still sorting things out with the officers and then the party agents. Less than 5 minutes, we saw the youth. This time, they mobilized more than 200. Nobody could stop them. They took over the Coalition Center and then others to the electoral office and they executed their plan. So you see that it was out of anger. I don't know whether they didn't know that this time they were working on their demand by working on the parliamentary or not. I believe if they knew, they would have come in. They came in, but it was too late.
You mentioned that later on there was an order that was given for the military to finally come in after they were denied entry the first time. You mentioned that they are there as we speak. What exactly are they doing now? Do we still have the angry youth on the ground? What exactly is happening now? What can you tell us?
The military are here to safeguard life and property. You know, people have stores and buildings around here. Don't forget, both EC office and the Coalition Center is just like 100 meters away from the Damongo Senior High School. Children are in school. There are lives here. So the military are here together with the police to ensure sanity and then peace. Also, what has happened here, you know, I have the privilege of dropping a discussion between an officer and an IGP. The officer was very frustrated when he demanded that the military to come back and support. But the IGP resisted. So the officer is continued till his wish was granted. That was after the place was vandalized and the office was set ablaze. So the military moved in. Actually, let me say, 100 meters away from the Coalition Center and 50 meters away from the EC office is how the military was stationed. That is inside the school. The actual order was happening. How the youth marched in, they saw them, but they couldn't have come because they were prevented, they were stopped from coming. That was our order. Until they were given an order to come in, everything has gone bad.
I can tell the apprehension in your voice, but Isaac, I can only say that please do stay safe and we'll get some answers and return to you on this. So that's the situation in Damongo, and it does appear that Mama V is not just Damongo that we're hearing about this, burning of ballot materials and EC office. It does appear there's a situation also in Techiman, and we'll get there right now. And Anas Sabit has joined us on the phone on the situation as well. Anas Sabit, I can see ballot materials and papers being thrown all around. Tell me what led to this. Hello, Anas.
Hello.
What's happening where you are?
For the Techiman Divisional Police Command, which is serving as the coalition center for Techiman South constituency, is currently under attack. I have managed to leave the scene, but a host of media personnel together with EC officials are currently under hostage. They've been locked in the premises of the divisional command for their safety because nowhere is safe from the environment. The angry mob have been able to get into the premises of the divisional command, took, almost all the ballot boxes and ballot papers out and then set them ablaze. There's been also some gunshots, but the thing is, it's a replica of what happened in 2020. You remember how 2 persons or some 8 persons were shot and 2 persons lost their lives. almost a repeat of that incident. The police have been calm. They have managed not to overreact, but the scene there is terrible. Very, very terrible.
Anas, please walk us through what led to this situation that we are describing. Thankfully, you've been able to escape the scene. You're telling us about some media personnel, your colleagues, still locked up as we speak, unable to leave the scene. What actually led to this, as you can recall it?
And it seems across the nation, we recorded, delay in the collation of the results. From last night, we arrived at the collation center around 8 p.m. We were there until this morning. The presidential collation was not done. In fact, it was still in process. And these angry supporters felt this same delay, contributed to what happened in 2020. So they were calling for the EC to hasten the processes. In fact, the presidential was done before the parliamentary also started. The presidential result put John Dramani Mahama in a lead. The margin was huge, or it's huge. That of the parliamentary, from what we are getting from the ground, seems to put the member of parliament, who is the candidate for the New Pacific Party, in the lead. But that is not what the EC is providing. And this seems to be, keeping the place under tense mode, because the NDC people there are claiming that they've won both presidential and parliamentary. But we were all waiting for the EC to get through with the parliamentary so that we'll be able to, send them through. As I speak to you now, that has not been completed. And that is what is, pushing the angry mob to agitate and then attack the premises. And in the situation currently, I would say, is getting out of hand.
Well, I see the pictures, at least we're rolling it on the screen for the benefit of those who are listening to us on radio, at least. We are seeing some angry youth at a police station, and we see some vandalization of ballot material. At least I see a number of papers, some being thrown out of the building. It's a one-story building that you're throwing the papers out. But I would want to find out and ask, who are these supporters? At least from what I see, most of them are not wearing any party colors, but I see one person wearing an NDC T-shirt and carrying an NDC flag amongst others. Is it supporters from both sides, or what kind of indication did you get in terms of who these supporters are?
These supporters, most of them are supporters of the National Democratic Congress. In fact, the defeat, the MPP has chopped from national, means almost all their fans are out of the premises. We're out of the premises. They left very early last night, and I struggle to even see one or two of these MPP folks there. Majority of these people we are seeing on the ground are supporters of the National Democratic Congress who are saying that they want Techiman South, and the EC should go ahead and declare the parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress, Christopher Basunti-Bayere, as the winner of Techiman South. So that is, all that is happening in Techiman. And honestly, like I said, it's just a replica of the 2020 incident. I'm just hoping that the situation will not escalate beyond, what it is, the form it is in right now. The sad part of the whole thing is the media persons that are currently locked up. We don't know when and how they'll be able to get out of the Divisional Police Command. How
long have they been locked up, and why? Who locked them up?
The police, for their safety, like I'm saying. The mob nearly got into the premises of the police command, and for their own safety, they were made to get into one room for their own safety. Like I'm saying.
How long has this been? Anas, how long has this been?
They've been in this situation from about 11 p.m. It's now 2 p.m. So that is about 3 hours now. And I've been speaking. I'm in touch with them. They are telling me the situation they are in is currently getting out of hand. They need a way out. We all don't know what to do now.
Okay.
I am fortunate to be out of the place. I am in a safe place, but my colleagues in there are not in a safe mode.
Well, we would want to hear from the police on this. But by the way, was the declaration done?
no declaration has been done yet, especially with the parliamentary.
Okay.
The presidential, we have had, out of 282 polling stations, we've had some 279 polling stations confirmed. We were told there were issues with some polling stations. At the margin, like I said, between John Dramani Mahama and the presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party is quite huge, and nothing could change, the result, with or without the 3 polling stations left. Same cannot be said of the parliamentary, which is halfway through in terms of coalition. The chaos, means the coalition had to be, held for some time now. So as I speak to you, I don't know, I cannot tell whether it's in session or it's on hold temporarily.
Okay. Well, that's my colleague Anas Sabit there giving us the situation at Techiman South.